Hey guys, today's day 21. We've made it. So today's gonna be a little bit different, I think, because I'm just gonna sum up my 21-day challenge. For me, as most of you know, it started out as a solid food vacation. And like I said in past videos, I was so gung-ho, watching everybody's journey, seeing what tips and tricks worked for them, thinking, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. That famous saying that everybody says, which is so silly. Everybody can't do the same things, which I have come to find out. This was hard for me. If you want to consider it a solid food vacation, I failed that. Let's just put that out there. Raw, I did pretty damn good. And I'm happy that I did that. A little part of me is still upset that I did not do the solid food vacation, because that is what I had set out to do personally. Although it wasn't what we were doing as a group for the challenge, that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't get there this time. And that is a little disappointing for me, but you know, I did learn a lot along the way. And some of the things I learned was that spousal support is key, or partner support, or friend support, people who live with you support, all key. Because there were times when I wanted to give up and eat something terrible, and Ron was like, no, you're not doing it. And there were times where I'm thinking, I'm not listening to you. I still want to eat something terrible. But knowing that I'm being an example for someone else, that accountability, that helped as well. Because you don't want to, when you set out to do something, you don't want to keep making excuses for yourself as to why it's okay to do this today, or why I'm okay with breaking it today. I know for me personally, that doesn't feel good. Like if you're putting yourself out there and you're saying, this is what I'm gonna do and this is what I wanna do, and then say, okay, but I can do this today just because, you know, it's okay, it's just a little something. That doesn't feel good, because that's, you know, that's showing, it's showing the truth that you're addicted to food, which is something I learned. But it's also showing that you're not a person of your word. And that's what it comes down to. I said I was going to do something and I didn't do what I set out to do. Although I am okay with what I've done, because it's still a big accomplishment. I ate raw for probably 17 of the 21 days. And yeah, that's a big accomplishment, and I have a long way to go, and I'm here for it. Like I said in one of my other videos, today it doesn't end. Today isn't the end just because it was a 21-day challenge. This is something that's going to continue for the rest of my life. I need to detox my body, I need to lose the inflammation, and I need to get healthy. And it's not something that happens in 21 days. And I saw this, I took this screenshot a week or two ago, and unfortunately I didn't take a full screenshot, so I can't reference the author. But what he said really resonated with me, because it sounds like me. So he said, back in 2012, I went from eating meat to a raw vegan diet, at least 90% fruit, overnight. But this placed unnecessary pressure on my shoulders because I identified as a strict raw vegan. Though I recognize the habit of eating cooked food is a serious and toxic addiction, I would later learn that it was an experience I wasn't quite ready to leave behind. It is unreasonable to expect to overcome an addiction and rewire neural pathways in a matter of years, or even days, after decades of toxic inundation. The journey is comparable to Aesop's fable, The Tortoise and the Hare. Though the progression of the tortoise is slow, unlike the hare, it is still constantly making progress, and so it ends up running the race in the end. Success is guaranteed when we act slow and steady with consistency rather than fast paced and carelessly as shown by the arrogant hare. When I started this, I think that I could be considered doing the fast paced and careless way for my mindset, because I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But then you start to uncover all these layers and layers of things that you are dealing with, like in your mind, with your body, with outside influences, your emotions, family stuff. All of those things come into play when you're trying to make a lifestyle change, not having the support of certain friends and family, or, you know, having people have negative things to say. All of those things bother us, whether we realize it or not, or whether we want to acknowledge it or not. And the community support here has been so valuable for me. And I'm not a person who felt like they really needed people before. Like, I love my husband. I feel like I need my husband. But outside of that, I'm a pretty much I can take you or leave you type of person. And I do enjoy my friendships, but I can go months and months without speaking to people. I work out alone. I walk alone. I figure out my problems alone. And so having this community and this sense of community with Burns and all of our Juicy Detox folks has been so important to me and invaluable. And I never imagined that that type of support was something that I'd be into. I love hearing people tell me great job and that, you know, we're doing this together, or I feel the same way, excuse me, or your video was just what I needed today. Like, although I'm definitely not fishing for compliments, because I'm not the type of person who does that either. But it is nice to hear. It is nice to hear that these videos have meant something to someone else and helped somebody else, because while I'm putting myself out there and saying things that are uncomfortable and not necessarily things that I want to share with people, knowing that other people feel the same way and have some of the same struggles has definitely been helpful for me. And another thing I learned is, you know, I'm a pretty confident person. No matter what size I've been, I am confident, don't have a problem taking pictures, wear what I want, outgoing. I was very popular in school. Weight and size never mattered to me because I feel like I'm beautiful. I have a great personality. So size never really made me shy away from anything. And I never thought that I had insecurities. I'm definitely not insecure about my weight or my size or anything like that. But I realized that I was insecure about what I had to offer. And these videos helped me with that, because even when I started this process, I'm like, some days nothing is happening. I don't really have anything to say. But those are often those days when I'm feeling like that. And sometimes I've even expressed that on camera. I don't have anything to report today. But a lot of times I feel like that almost every day I press play. But then someone will say, you know, oh, that was a great video, or that was the best video yet. And I'm like, So you never know what somebody else needs or what's important to them. So you just have to, you know, keep speaking the truth and speaking the things from your perspective, and, you know, hoping that you know, it resonates with someone. So I say all that to say that, you know, this was a good experience for me. I have definitely grown in this 21 days. Like, totally. This has been amazing. And I've been just sitting out here planning out my days for the next couple weeks, writing things down of things that I want to continue to focus on and things that are going to continue to happen as I'm going through this. And, you know, even thinking about my first meal, and I'm going to have a cooked meal, know that. But It's not going to be something fried and breaded and ridiculous like that. It's going to be something healthy with nutritional value and good. But I have no desire to go back to having a brownie sundae or Cheetos. I honestly don't. And I'm not going to reintroduce that stuff into my diet, because once you have it, once you make that little exception, then the doors are open. So as long as you keep that off your palate and continue to retrain your palate, eventually it'll get to a point where I'm not, Cheetos. It'll be like, ugh, Cheetos. So I'm gonna just, keep going. Going forward, I see that Ron and I will probably do some videos showing you what we are cooking and what we are doing during the day and all that good stuff. And I look forward to that. And I hope you guys continue to watch. Today I did the sauna, which was really nice because I hadn't done it. Yeah, I hadn't done it this week. I had planned on doing it one day this week. Well, I don't think I did it. I don't think I did. I did it one other day this week. So I did the sauna this morning. I did my meditation, the Bible app, my oil pulling, bouncing with Burns. I went for a walk, but I still have some more steps to get in today, which I will do. And as you can see, I'm doing my hair. I'm not done yet, so that's why I still have the hat on. This part is still my big old Afro puff. The edges are all done in braids, these extension braids that I put in myself. So I'm gonna finish working on that today, but I am gonna get out for a walk really quickly before it gets dark. And then I'll come back and finish up my hair. So you'll see it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be back tomorrow. And I'm just so happy to be here. I'm so happy I've been taking the time for myself and doing this, because I really can't be here for my family and my husband and my friends if I'm not there for myself first. And I do realize that. And it's something people say, and I've heard it, and I comprehend it when I read that, but to actually know it is different. And I know it now. It's nice turning my phone off at 9 o'clock and not answering any more phone calls. It's nice seeing my friends call and say, I just don't have time to talk right now. I'll call them later. Instead of thinking I have to answer. I'm not everybody's everything. They can figure it out for themselves. I need to be here for Dawn first now. For now. In order to be there for them later. So that's where I am. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We did it. Day 21. Have a good night.